This morning, our friend Jill Thomasson is with us. She's the founder and artistic director with Exhaltt Performing Arts. Good morning to you, Jill.
Good morning, Fred.
So great to have you back in the studio.
Great to be here.
Love seeing your smiling face. Anybody you want to say hi to?
I want to shout out to all of our Exhaltt students and family members, and of course, my husband, Jimmy T.
Good morning, Jimmy T. Great to have you on board. So tell us all about Exhaltt.
So Exhaltt stands for Expressing Hearts and Lives to Touch. We are a nonprofit performing arts academy. We are in our 2.5 year of existence.
Wow.
And just growing and thriving. Our tagline for our Performing Arts Academy is where the arts thrive, the soul comes alive. So I believe that wholeheartedly, and I get to witness it every single day with all of our students.
That's awesome. So you were kind of telling us a day in the life yesterday. You work with a lot of younger kids, teaching them dance and expression. And
Yes, we have students from 3 through adult,
Wow.
and we have all of our dance styles in action, as well as musical theater programming.
And you meet right off the square there in E-Town.
Yeah.
That's
We renovated
pretty cool.
that, 2 summers ago, and so we're super excited to be inhabiting.
Yeah. How about a theme? Do you have a theme for this year's goings-ons?
Yes, we do. So over the summer, I kept hearing the old song, which you probably will remember, by Steve Green, God Causes All Things to Grow.
Oh, yeah.
It just kept welling up over and over. And I'm like, gosh, not many people would know this song. It used to be a wedding song back in probably our day.
Yeah, back in the day.
So I just really felt like that was what the Lord was impressing upon my heart. And so I started the year off. We were doing things, just our basic, class structure, but with that thematic material. So how does God cause things to grow, And through seasons, we have seasons of growth. We see, in the fall, the leaves start to fall down, but we know that there's something germinating. There's always growth happening. So that was what I kind of felt like our theme this year should be about, and how we're going to be using it for our spring dance performance, which is our culminating activity coming up here shortly in May.
Yeah. When is your spring performance?
We are performing on May 17th at Leffler Chapel Auditorium on the Elizabethtown College campus.
And if folks want to attend that, do they need tickets? How does that work?
Yes, you'll be able to purchase tickets starting May 1st online. And that would be at our website, exhaltdancecompany.org.
And so folks come to the dance there at E-Town College. What are they going to see? What are they going to experience?
So I was trying to process, how am I going to put this together, Lord? And one of the lyrics in the song says, God causes all things to grow through every season we know. So then I was thinking, we'll just do this seasonally. So the show will start off in fall, and we have some really fun pieces that we're using. One of my classes is doing Friday Night Lights, so we have like a football hip hop theme going on.
Nice.
They're even doing some broadcasting like game day.
Yeah.
So we have some scripts that we've written, and so we have acting and dancing going on. Then we'll segue into winter. So my little babies are doing Once Upon a December, a little beautiful ballet dance. We'll have a real short pause, and then we pick back up with spring. And my students are coming out like ladybugs and flowers and some spring cleaning. So we have like our musical theater kids doing Hard Knock Life into tomorrow.
Very cool.
And then we wrap up with summer, where we have some of our kids going to surf camp, where they'll be surfing USA, and then some pirates even showing up on this deserted island where they're going to be hunting and searching for the hidden treasure.
Very cool. And that's May 17th.
Yes.
And it's happening in Leffler Chapel in Elizabethtown. Check it out, exhaltdancecompany.org. And speaking of summer, I understand you're doing something different for summer 2026. Tell us about that.
So in our show, we are putting together a promotional video to actually expose the Exhaltt community and folks that are interested about one of the facets that I felt was a big part of what God gave me with this vision at Exhaltt, and that is to do summer missions trips with our student population. So we are looking at different organizations to partner with, and hopefully have our very first summer missions overseas program launch in the summer of 2026.
Oh, that's cool. So here's an opportunity to find out more about that on May 17th. ExhaltDanceCompany.org is the place to get your tickets starting May 1st. And we're going to talk more with Jill coming up, find out more about what Exhaltt Performing Arts is doing. Our very special guest today, our friend Jill Thomasson with us. She's the founder and artistic director with Exhaltt Performing Arts. Welcome back to the studio, Jill.
Thank you.
So great to have you here. Tell us all about Exhaltt.
So when we started Exhaltt in January of 2021, God gave me the verses out of Zechariah that we shouldn't despise small beginnings. He was just excited to see the work begin. So
I love that.
We actually began on a Saturday morning with one class of students that equated to 8 kids. And God does cause all things to grow, Fred, because this year we have over 140 students enrolled and just been growing and just having a great time seeing God work.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, I love seeing that. And you guys meet there right off the square in E-Town, the old Moose building, if
Correct.
anybody knows that area.
Mm-hmm.
And you've kind of renovated it for your own use, right?
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Marriage Hub has given us that opportunity. And, they are also a nonprofit right there. And they're very essential to our programming.
If parents are interested in signing up their kids, what are all the different things that you offer there as far as dance and teaching and all that kind of stuff? You have voice, you have a little of everything.
We do. We actually have all the different styles of dance, from ballet, tap, hip hop, modern, lyrical. We have musical theater classes that students can sign up for. And then our vocal director, Mrs. Gretchen Lee, she does a spring choir for us each year, as well as for our summer musical productions.
I've known Gretchen for a very long time.
Yeah, she's
so
great.
That's very exciting. You have 2 musicals coming up this summer. Tell us about that.
So this summer, we are actually going to be doing 2 productions of Frozen. So we are doing Frozen Kids, which will be a 1-week camp, July 21st, and they'll be performing on that Saturday, which I believe is the 26th. And running concurrently, we're going to be doing Frozen Junior for our older students, and that will be a 2-week camp running July 21st through August the 1st.
And the camps meet at E-Town College.
This year we're going to be at the Tempest Theater, the Black Box. So our camps will be there this summer. And so we're really excited to move into their space.
Are kids still able to try out for these shows?
There is still room. You can go to our events tab on our website. That's exhaltdancecompany.org. And there's a registration process that they just submit and they can sign up. We still have some slots available, but I would get in soon.
And for those who don't know, what happens at a theater camp, like from start to finish? Give us a quick view of what it would look like to put on these 2 Frozen presentations.
So our junior camp in particular, they are there the full day. And I typically start off in the morning with the choreography, and then our director, Larry Cox Jr., will come in after lunch. So then they spend time working the scenes, all the acting components. And then Miss Lee, she will finish out the day by 3 o'clock with all their vocal instruction. Our camp for our kids version this year, which is ages 6 to 10, will be having a modified version of that, based upon their age grouping and everything.
So they learn the show in the 1 week or 2 weeks that they're there, and at the end they perform it.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's exciting. And folks could get more information online at your website.
That's correct too.
Yeah, check it out online, exhaltdancecompany.org. Don't forget there's a bunch of stuff going on in the spring as well that you don't want to miss. That's May 17th, right? Your big spring event.
Our big spring dance performance is May 17th, 7 p.m. at Leffler Chapel on the Elizabethtown College campus.
Support what God is doing through Exhaltt Dance Company. Go to exhaltdancecompany.org and get all the details. Jill, we loved having you here today.
Thank you, Fred.